Hi everyone, it's Caitlin. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to do a highlighting and contouring video, and it's kind of like a highlighting and contouring for beginners. So I'm going to show you how I typically highlight and contour, and it's relatively easy, so it's definitely something that even if you're new to highlighting and contouring, you can definitely achieve. But I by no means am an expert, so I'm sure there's a better way to do this. This just happens to be the way that I do it. So if you want to see how I highlight and contour, then just keep watching. Okay, so to start out, I'm going to use a concealer that is close to the color of my skin, so I can just cover those dark circles, and I'm just going to blend that in with a beauty blender. Then I'm going to go in with a concealer that is a lot lighter than my skin tone, and I'm using this to highlight under my eyes just because I want that area to kind of pop, and the whole point is to highlight, so that's what I'm doing. And then I'm going to also blend that in with a beauty blender. Just make sure it's perfectly blended and it doesn't look like there's this huge triangle under my eyes. Next, I'm going to bake. So pretty much I am just putting a lot of translucent powder where I put my concealer, and that is just going to kind of set that concealer in place, make sure it doesn't crease. Now I'm moving on to contouring. So I'm starting from the top of my ear and going down right along my cheekbone to contour my cheekbones just to make them stand out more, and then right under my jawline to kind of make that a little bit more pronounced, and then on my forehead. So this is like a cream contour stick. Oh yeah, and my nose, of course. And I don't typically contour my nose, but I thought for the sake of this video, I'd figure I'd show you how. And then I'm going to blend out this cream contour with my beauty blender. And this actually takes a while, just because you don't want to like wipe away the contour. You want to make sure that you're actually blending it in and making sure that the cream contour doesn't soak up into your beauty blender. So it does take a little bit of time and a little bit of patience, but you can see that it does look really good, and you can see it really well right here. Now I'm going to bronze. So this shade is just a little bit more warm, so it's going to warm up the skin tone, kind of make your face look a little bit more tan. And for me, this is really good because my face is a lot lighter than the rest of my body, so this just kind of helps kind of make it match a little bit better. But I'm putting the bronze in all the same places where I contoured, and then I'm going to blend that out with a beauty blender. So now I'm going to use a powder bronzer, and I'm putting this in all the same areas that I use the cream contour and bronze, but I'm just using this to kind of set that, and it also kind of deepens up that bronze and that contour just a little bit more. Then I'm going to go in with like more of a shimmery bronze shade just to kind of make it pop. Now I am wiping away that bake that I did earlier, so that translucent powder, and then any other excess powder on my face. And I'm going to go in with my absolute favorite blush at the moment, and I'm going to just kind of liven up my face so it's not so flat looking. So I'm highlighting the tops of my cheekbones, the bridge of my nose, my cupid's bow, and on my chin. And I'm just doing this to kind of make it a little bit more bright and glowy. And then I'm just putting a brown eyeshadow in my crease and putting on some mascara to just finish off the look. And then I'm just going to add some lipstick, and there you go. That is my face highlighted and contoured. So I hope you enjoyed my video. I wanted to go ahead and give you a few more tips on other products that you can use instead of the ones that I showed you in the video. So for example, for contouring and bronzing, I used the Contour and Bronze shade in my Shadow Box contour sticks, and then I also used the Benefit Hoola bronzer. But instead of using something like that, you could use something like the Benefit Do the Hoola, which is what I have on my hand right there. I don't know if you can see it, but I use that sometimes. Or you could also use a darker foundation, and that will work just as well. And then you could also use a darker like powder foundation to bronze your skin. Another great option is a contour kit, and I have the Anastasia contour kit, but they make them in several different brands. This one has all your contour and bronze shades on the bottom and then your highlight shades on the top. So this is super convenient and really easy for travel, so I definitely like this. Another thing that you could do, for example, in the video I used concealers to highlight under my eyes. I used 2. You definitely don't have to use 2. Typically, most people just use 1, which is what I would normally suggest. I just don't have like the perfect shade that I want, so that's why I used 2. And then I used my Laura Mercier translucent setting powder to like bake under my eyes, but you could also use any kind of like powder, or you could also use like the banana shade that's in like your contour kit, which is typically in most contour kits. Another thing that I used to actually like highlight my face, like to make it look like really shiny like this, I used my Becca Jaclyn Hill Champagne Collection face palette. So I used this, and I really like this, but if you're looking for something other than this, you could also use a really shimmery like eyeshadow, and you can use that to highlight the high points of your face, and that works just as well as a highlighter. So I personally love this one, but if you want to use something else, you could definitely try that out, especially if you don't have this. So I hope you all enjoyed my video, and if you did, be sure to give it a thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button down below. And I'll see you next time. Bye!